Well, good evening, folks. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. I'm JP, and tonight we're going to be racing here. Simulation, full throttle, Tuesdays. Little 45-minute race. About to start in half an hour or so. So I'm going to try to get in a little bit of practice before then. Oh, you're welcome to join me and chat with me while we do this. I don't know if I wanted to go full hard tires or not. Let's try the full hard tires. Okay. So there's about 30 minutes or 28 minutes, 27 minutes left to this practice session. 10-minute quali. Then a 45-minute race. Okay, I'm being super gentle on these hard tires. Trying to. This is a pretty safe setup. I don't know if I've actually driven much on hard tires. Ooh, my brakes are not warm though. Tires are warmish. I don't know which car I raced with last week. Probably. Ooh, evaluating track limits. That was close. Probably the Peugeot. Not sure though. Not 100% sure. Seems like last week I was trying the Ferrari out quite a bit. But last Tuesday I might have been in the Peugeot. Yeah, because it was probably my first race with them. And I was still fairly new to this Ferrari, which I've been driving for a little over a week now. Or most of last week. Weekend. Yeah, I'm fairly comfortable with these hard tires. Oh, that's not gonna count. What's the message I got? Okay, nothing important. Uh, just barely in the 47s. They're all pretty fast though. They're all pretty close. Okay, it's all good. Actually, I did want to change something here. I want to change the heat, the ducts, the blanking. I wanted to see something here. Yep, my stream is live in public. Okay. Okay. Car setup. Brakes. There we go. Okay.
Justin Slim Friesen says, Go get M tonight, champ.
I will try, I will try. Good evening, Justin. Still what, 16 minutes left of this practice, then 10 minutes qualifying, which none of us are going to qualify. Well, I don't think any of us will qualify. One of the organizers cannot make it tonight, last minute emergency.
Justin Slim Friesen says, do you know what the prizes are?
Oh, I thought I mentioned that to you earlier. Yes, I do know what it is. I thought I mentioned that to you earlier. It's the clutch bubble gum. Sponsor of tonight's race. Not that it's anything, you know. It's not a new...
Justin Slim Friesen says, a clutch what?
Clutch bubble gum. Yeah, no, it's not gonna be a rig. Still, I found it nice that they found a sponsor for that kind of stuff. I guess clutch bubble gum is what racers chew on the racetrack.
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL.
Well, it's neat. Trying to see how my tire temperatures are here, and trying to run on hard tires. Don't know if I mentioned this, but it's ×2 the tire wear. So if I do spin out, I don't want twice the flat spots. But I'm kind of afraid that going on hards will cause me a spin out. Since I was pretty much lapping here for over an hour this afternoon. And on this setup, never once did I spin out. So far, so good on these hards, so might be racing these. I don't know if the race is going to be in the evening either. So if I have trouble getting my tires up to temperature, that could be an issue too. I don't want to be running at hard tires at 60 degrees and can't get heat into them. Am I running too much battery? Oh, Clark is fast. Not the fastest I've seen. I've seen Kelta a lot faster. But 146 is still out of my reach.
Justin Slim Friesen says. BRB.
Okay. Ugh. Okay. Kaboom! Okay. Time to put up a smoke screen, I guess. And, I'm thinking maybe, just maybe. Okay, I'm thinking of WEC version. Oh, Kelta is here. Dang. Okay, things just got a whole lot more complicated. Now let me check Discord to see. They mentioned the time of day. No, they do not. Would it be on SimGrid? Yeah, they don't mention it here. I guess we'll find out. I think it's Trackalicious that we were doing races at night. I gotta see from its cockpit. Dang. Already 145. Yeah, my car will not hold a corner like that. I cannot hold that at 6. I got it downshift to 4th and 3rd to do these corners. Yeah, fourth, third or fourth there makes a lot of sense, but it goes into these super fast, which I can't. Well, I can only hope that he follows a GT that closely and that GT keeps on braking in the corners. That's what happens to me all the time. Okay. Ooh, practice is over. Getting to the qualifyings. Okay. Set up the other one here. Excellent. Okay. That should be activated. Oh, they're actually going to qualify. Okay. And the RPM lights just drive me nuts. Like, are you supposed to shift when they're all red or all blue, or when they flash yellow and blue, or red and blue? These guys are really driving at the limit. I can't do that for any length of time. I can't. I couldn't even hold it together for one lap. Ooh, Clark is out on quali fuel. He's barely got anything in the tank. I don't know who posted today, but they were saying like, I'm not even gonna qualify. If it was a championship and it was a cumulative point thing, otherwise they just enjoy starting from last and work their way up through the traffic. It's too bad too that it's not a private quali. My cat had a crisis earlier this evening.
Justin Slim Friesen says, back.
Oh, welcome back. Kelta has joined us for tonight's race. His second lap out did a 145. And I was looking at how he was driving. Man, I cannot drive on the edge like that. Ooh, Clark did a 145. Okay. Name. Man, the RPM lights in the BMW are so confusing to me. Like, when are you supposed to shift? When they're all blue, when they're gray and blue, when the bar goes solid red. I mean, by the time I see the solid red, I would shift just because my brain is so slow. By the time the finger actually does the shifting, it would be on the blue-gray stuff. These guys are all running fast. I'm surprised Kelta's not qualifying if everybody else is. I don't think I'll be getting my bubble gum tonight. Oh boy. Yeah, man, they go fast through this. I can't go this fast through this. I see where they're getting a second here and another second there. I can't do that. I mean, I love driving these cars, but I can't drive it at their level. Doing 20 corrections per second on the steering wheel. See, he just threw it sideways there in fifth gear and the car just turned on him. A lot of GTs can't hold the track. Man, they're really having their tires scream and stuff. See, I don't know how their cars are holding those corners at those speeds. Crazy, crazy stuff. See, if I was holding my steering wheel sideways like that, locking up the brakes, my car would no longer be on the track. How they get to do the stuff with their cars that they're doing, I don't understand it. He's really pushing that BMW. Okay, I guess time to get ready for the race. Holy Lord. Are we racing at night or during the day? I think it's going to be there during the day. "22°C though, that's ambient temperature is, well, if it's 22, 32, if the track stays at 32, it won't be so bad. That was a 45-minute race, it's 40 minutes. Okay, I don't know, 28 laps, how many laps do I need? Let's move this here. 23 laps, okay. They're probably gonna go the distance. Wish me luck, folks. This is gonna get nuts.
Justin Slim Friesen says, GL.
Thank you. There we go. Brazilian, 3 Canadians, and an American. Is Schreiber the one that also joined the ZRL Hypers this week? I thought it was a Brazilian that joined. Not sure though. Not 100% sure.
Justin Slim Friesen says, when your friend goes to Scotland, he goes through a Celta day lol.
I didn't understand that, but I'm guessing it's a joke. Ooh, dang it. You know what? I'm starting to think there's something to that dirty air that you mentioned. Seems like the first car is always vacuuming you into whatever direction he's going in. So if he turns wide and you turn normally, your car kind of goes a little bit wider for some reason. Thing is that it doesn't always happen, so it's kind of confusing. See, they navigate that part a lot faster than I do.
Justin Slim Friesen says, less downforce on the car, so more understeer.
Another read going dangerously low. Using too much battery. I can't drive this car at the limits that they're driving. Did I just get myself a penalty there? Really? Oh, man. I was afraid that he would wipe out and cross the track in front of me. As I've known to do when I completely lose it. The Porsche also wiped out in those curves. No, kitty cat. Not going out. We went out this morning. No black flies. I don't know if you know what black flies are. Went out this afternoon, and as I'm going out, cop comes over and whatnot, and they're still looking for my neighbor upstairs. And we went for a walk, and it wasn't long that the black flies started chewing up my little kitty cat. They weren't chewing me up. They're not biting me yet. It's like, okay, it's their first hour out. Usually they're a little bit frantic and they don't really know what to do. I wasn't getting bitten, but they were all over him. And I don't know if he was just annoyed or if they were biting him. But anyways, halfway through our walk, he just runs for the patio screen and wants to come back in. So okay, we come back in. As soon as we're in, there's like 30 black flies in the screen. And I just passed my hand and squished them in the net. And they all had blood. They were not biting me, but they were biting him. Dude, we're not gonna make the corner here. Okay, well maybe we are. We're not that fast. Man, did he actually slow down for me? That is so nice of him. But yeah, he was panting and running all over the place, and he was itchy, for the first time in his life and panicked. He went in. I managed to convince him to eat a bit. Then he went into hiding for an hour and came out about half an hour ago. Now he's squawking to go back outside. I don't think he understands that outside has black flies that are going to chew him up. So today I was looking for Ash's stream again. He doesn't stream often, does he? Oh, maybe you went and cooked your supper or something? Maybe you're still listening to me, but not next to the keyboard.
Justin Slim Friesen says, nah. He's very hit and miss with that stuff.
Alright. Yeah, I missed my entry there. Oh, am I gonna make it? I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I'm not gonna make it here either. Oh, I barely made it. So what if he streams every 6 months? So be it. While these two are fighting, I don't know which side I should go on.
Justin Slim Friesen says, when I first met him he was racing on controller. Was dang good at it too. He got his first wheel not that long ago.
What is his wheel? I couldn't
Justin
see it.
Slim Friesen says, he loves it of course.
What is his wheel? I couldn't see it because his picture is so small, but... Heck, a year ago I was on controller.
Justin Slim Friesen says, same as yours I think.
They
Round
are...
wheel though.
Oh yeah, the pulp wheel, okay. Well, see, a year ago I was also on controller. And then saw an ad on Marketplace. My neighbor was giving away 2 wheels. I went there, grabbed the wheels.
Justin Slim Friesen says, he's saving cash to get the Formula rim adapter plate thingy.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's not gonna like that though. I mean, it depends on your budget. Oh, shoot. Overshot it. Okay.
Justin Slim Friesen says, my bro likes his. But yet, it's not as good as a proper GT rim.
Yeah. Oh, that's what your brother has? And he never uses it. Oh yeah, I like my wheel, but he never races with us. Hasn't raced in 6 months, but oh yeah, he loves it. But yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, if you're on a budget, obviously it's going to be better than a round wheel for playing GTs. But you're very limited what you can do with the default wheel.
Justin Slim Friesen says, his PC is so trash. It can't really push more than 30 FPS at the best of times.
I think this is their leader. Could that be? He was behind me at the beginning of the race. Maybe something happened to him, and if this is the white and green Porsche, this is the guy that's in last place. Ooh, dang it. I'm missing my brakes. Okay, thank you. I find that it's kind of thin. Like, it's good for really small hands, but yeah, so the two wheels I got myself last year didn't have force feedback, but I just wanted to get a feeling for the steering wheels and driving. Started off with the Logitech, because that was plug and play. But instead of having paddles, it was 2 buttons on the backside. The other one was a Thrustmaster, but it was for an Xbox. And it didn't have the USB adapter on it. So I had to splice the wires with an old charger cord that doesn't work anymore, so I wasn't even sure that the USB would be good. But it did, and it worked. Except that all the buttons on the steering wheel were duplicates. Like, you had two buttons lighting up as the same thing. You had paddle shifters, but then you had two buttons on the front.
Justin Slim Friesen says, my TM stuff was good when it worked. LOL.
So you had two paddles on it, but you also had two buttons in the front that did the same thing as the paddle shifters. So all the buttons were duplicated, so in reality I didn't have much buttons and whatnot. So then I'm like, okay, let's get ourselves a Logitech G920 something. And people are like, no, you need to look at the direct drives. And I was, you know, like, I like DIY stuff, and I saw that this guy made a
Justin Slim Friesen says, glad they told you that.
And I saw this guy with a hoverboard motor making his own wheel. I was like, okay, I could do that. And it's like 20 Newton meters, so it's plenty strong, and I'm like, that's gonna be too strong for me. But then, you know, ordering all the parts means that I wasn't gonna have one for 6 months, waiting for all the parts to arrive from either Amazon or AliExpress and whatnot. And I haven't always had good experiences with Ali. Like, I'd say a quarter of my orders I never receive them. And so I'm filing for reimbursement, because even the tracking don't know where it is anymore. It got lost somewhere in China, it never made it to the container ship or whatnot. And, you know, you go through this process, and then they just got fed up of me and decided to close my my account. And I was ordering a lot of stuff. Okay, cheap stuff, but, you know, every month I was ordering like 10, 20, 30 items. And always a quarter of them would not make it anywhere near my house. And it's not like, no, they say they delivered it. No, it's, you know, 3 months later, it's still wherever warehouse in China it got stuck in. So after they kind of closed my account, I was kind of peeved. No way to reopen it, no way to contact anybody from service, no way to reactivate the account, reset the password, nothing. I'm kind of peeved because all your purchasing history is there, you know. And it's a shame because, you know, I would say that even though 25% of stuff I never got, there was 25% of stuff that was really good for the price. Really good. So yeah, I decided to go and buy this instead. And everybody was like, no, go with an R5, go with an R9, go with an R12. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need something that strong. Even if I would have gone the DIY route with a 20 Newton meter thing, I don't think that software wise it would have had the fidelity that you can probably get from Moza or Fanatec or whatever. It would be like, oh, some no-name brand that you never heard of. Oh, they make direct drives? Never heard of them. Made in China. Any support for their stuff? Nope. Okay. Does the software works? Yeah, yeah. Rocket League detects it and it plays beautifully. You know, it's like, okay, I don't necessarily want to go that route. So I was a little bit afraid. Not in my
Justin
skill.
Slim Friesen says, TBH. If you get anything stranger, you'll need a strong rig of some sort to bolt it to. Something that will not flex.
No, this is not.
Justin Slim Friesen says, stronger.
Nah, this ain't flexing one bit. I know the guy, there was this Australian Chinese dude that bought an R9. And he clamps it to his desk. But his desk is so flimsy. He says, for the price of the bracket, I should have bought myself a rig or something. But no, my rig is super solid. And the worst part of it is that it's a tray. It's a tray that I can pull out. I can, you know, unscrew my base here and use my keyboard and mouse on it. I just unplug everything, put them in the drawers, take out, put the keyboard there, start working. Move the keyboard on top, take the bass and stuff, plug it in. So yes, I know that it's stronger and it vibrates stuff and all that stuff, but don't worry, my bass is bloody rock solid. I'm not worried about that. You need cross members and stuff when you're building stuff. And you have to be really precise on your measurements.
Justin Slim Friesen says, 4.3 nanometers yes. But more than that, I'd be worried.
Oh, I wouldn't. Like a 12, I would start agreeing with you, and obviously if I would go with an R21, then yeah, probably. Then again, am I still running 3 or 4 Newton meters with it? Or am I going to get wild once in a blue moon and decided to try it at 12 or 16? You know, and then as soon as we hit a corner, the bolts and everything goes through the wood, which I doubt would happen. Like, you put washers and stuff. It's not like the bolt is going to go through the 2x6s anytime soon. But yeah, even if I'm buying an R9 and I'm still running 3 or 4 Newton meters on it, then I'm definitely not going to be worried. My main issue with that would be the spacing. Like, it's obviously longer motor than what I got here. Oh, are we already finished this race? Is this the last lap? Did I catch up to the last guy again? Or is he really having a lot of bad luck? Time remaining, race control. Is he giving me room to go in there? I don't know what he's doing. That's the wrong finish line, okay. Man, I get confused here. Oh, no bubble gum for me tonight. Although, for some reason, 3 laps ago, Clark DNF'd. No, Rick. Ooh, locked up there. Well, my tire temperatures were pretty good. Last lap, is that what the engineer is saying? Oh, was he making room for me? I don't even know. Yeah, killed him, man. He killed it. He didn't even have to... to qualify. He knew he had this in the bag. That's what happens when Larson's not doing hypercars to give him trouble. Or Cobra for that, or Kenny, yeah. Kenneth. Fortis. Well, at least I had enough fuel. Still got 10% in the tank. I was the guy that started with the least amount of fuel. Not by much, but still. Lots of Canadians. I like seeing all these Canadian cars on the track. This guy's from Quebec because, you know, blue and white. Why can I not? It takes me a while to be able to click into the garage now. I've noticed this a couple of times. Is it because I'm running so many tiny pedals? Ooh! Sorry, Mr. Clark. Did my best to leave space. Sorry you spun out of it. And that was from Lassard, which is... Where is he? Where's Lassard? Oh, in the Toyota. Damn. And somebody ran out of gas, apparently. Okay. Oh well, I finished fourth again. Last week was on purpose. This week I kind of wish I did better. But oh well, can't win them all. Ah, ay ay ay. Okay, well that was a quick and
Justin
nice
Slim
race.
Friesen says, go fourth and get fourth.
Rick, you're not going out. Let me do my things, and you relax, big boy. Go forth and get forth. I just used the fourth. I close my eyes, use the fourth, and that's what happens. Hey, kitty cat. Yep. Smoke screen time.
Justin Slim Friesen says, he wants revenge on the black flies.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, though. There wasn't any black flies so far this year because it's been so cold. We've had 2 days now in a row at 20 degrees for the third and fourth time this year. This morning, nothing. But I'm happy to see he's in a good mood because he was really panicking. He was panting and he was running around all the apartment. He went into the kitchen and went above the cupboards. So hanging around the ceiling on top of the cupboards. Hollering, panting, jumping up, jumping down. Running to the litter box, running back to the screen, wanting to go out. He was itching, and all the 30 flies that went into the screen after we came in all had blood in them. And it wasn't from me, so... So he was just panicking and not in a good mood, thinking he was going to die there. Everything was itching him everywhere. I'm not anxious to repeat that. Like they just came out in waves all of a sudden, but they weren't biting me. They were a nuisance because they fly into your ears and into your eyelids, and it's like they're completely silent and they go everywhere. Unlike mosquitoes, it's like mosquitoes pick their spots and their timing, and you kind of hear them buzzing, which is annoying. Black flies, you don't know nothing until they bite you. Or they fly into your eye, nostrils, mouth. Anyways, I like these little races. They're not too long. You got tire warmers. So it's just hit the track, race it out, have fun, maybe win some bubble gum. See you next week. Kind of really wished it was longer and we had more people, but hopefully they'll grow bigger. So is there no... Yes, there's a... No, these are not hypers. These are LMP2s. What did I just click on? Hypers, LMP2s. Okay. Clicking on the right thing, there's just no hypers in here. Oh, no tire warmers. Man, either put tire warmers or let's ask LMU to make the tires more forgivable because it's ridiculous. I mean, did you see the temperature difference of having tire warmers at the start of the race and not having them? Like you're starting with tires that are already 70 and it's still cold. Till they reach 80, 70 is still cold, but at least they're gripping a bit. Oh, everything's locked. I didn't even notice that. I thought these were all open. Dang, we have this, and this. Oh, man. And I'm like, okay, let's go do something stupid. What are the races this week? Okay, Le Mans, and this is the 45-minute race or 40-minute race. That ain't bad. A lot of people will like doing that. What's the other one? Imola? Wasn't that like 2 weeks ago? We had Imola. Oh no, this is P2, P3. Okay. What's the other one then? Algarve. Okay. And that's the 1 hour race. I like Algarve, but they should have flipped these two around. Since it takes so long to go around Le Mans, they should have made this the 1 hour race and this one the 45-minute race. And I like Algarve, but okay, well, guess what? I have not been with the Ferrari on Algarve. Portimao. Sounds a lot like mayonnaise. Mayo. I need to work on my setup here. I mean, my big cat, when we went out today, he went out, flies bothered him a bit, and he asked for the screen door right away. He wanted to come back in. So he knew something I didn't. And sometimes he's just finicky like that, like he's old and he doesn't always want to go for a walk. He kind of does because he sees the young one going, but he's like, nah, I was having a good nap. I want to go back. And sometimes he's more crazy than the young one, climbing up trees and whatnot. Okay, let's see here what we've got. I usually like the aggressive. I'll start with that. But I might switch quickly to safe, because this car bites when it bites. Bites me in the arse. See what I mean? Right from the get-go. First corner. Okay, let's try safe. Whoops. See, my tires are at 70 degrees, you know. Okay, they're cold, but it felt super cold. Okay, well, this feels a lot safer. Oh, I knew you were gonna do that. He kind of like moves aside, pretending to give me room, and then does it. And even on safe mode, I'm losing it. Oop, car coming. You know what I'm starting to think, though? I think that they reduced a little bit of this flat spot damage. And I don't know if they did that at around the same time that I got my load cell pedals. But I remember spinning out and then, you know, having to drive constantly on ABS. And I'm kind of feeling it now from the spin out. Or maybe it's just Moza that decided to tweak the settings a bit. Because also, initially, I don't know if you've noticed that or if you agree with that, but they nerf like the ABS on the GTs. Like, I remember after getting my pedals the first time I drove a GT, it scared the bejesus out of me. Like, I really felt it in the pedals, but you would also feel it super, like, massively in the steering wheel. And now I feel like I don't feel it in the steering wheel, and I don't feel it on the pedals that much anymore. Or was that something that was happening to the Ferrari more than other cars, and I started noticing it less and less as I was driving the McLaren? Let's see how safe this car gets. My tires are still cold though. Man, I hate it. AI will cut you off. And real people won't cut you off as much, but they'll just brake check you in the corner. uh. Yeah, we need more average people driving hypercars. The top four were all separated by a second or two. Kelta and Clark are really fast though.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Wow. Time for me to start cooking. I'll leave it on in the background, but if you're done before I'm back on the couch, later."
Okay, Justin. Well, thank you for stopping by. I thought that you were already cooking. Have yourself a good one. Hopefully you're cooking something good. I don't know. I don't think I'll be going around this track for another 40-45 minutes. I want to get a few laps in. I'm going to change the duck blanking. And go racing tomorrow on this track in the gold races. I already have my Le Mans set up. I don't have one for this track. Once I get my duck blanking, once I get the tire temperature that I kind of want, because yeah, 67 degrees, they're not warming up. Okay. Bum bum bum. And I haven't noticed my battery usage either. Now, once that's set up, okay, so let's start saving these. Oh, Garvey. Whoa, where did it go? Guess my cat was on the keyboard. Garvey? No, it disappeared again. What is going on? .1. Okay, let's try it out again. Oh, and something that I wanted to know, and Dave Cam answered my question, because I never actually did the test, even though I was wondering about it. Like, does your tire temperature follow you from, let's say, practice to qualifying to the race? And it does. Let's say you get your tires up to 90 degrees, and as you're finishing your practice session and you go into qualifying, without tire warmers, right? That's, you know, let's not put that into the equation. So if you finish your practice lap session with tires at 90 degrees, when you come out of the pits for your qualifying, they'll be at 35 degrees instead of 22. I did not know that. I thought it was null and void from one session to the next. I haven't seen Mike in a couple of days either. I don't know what he's up to. Probably busy with work. Okay, let's do a few laps, see if my tires warm up. Already the front's at 72, 77 instead of 63, so that's good. How hot will they get after 5 or 6 laps? Provided I don't get myself into an accident. Why does it always feel like every other hypercar is glued to the track and mine isn't? Can we adjust the front wing and the rear wing on these things? And then people tell me, well, there is no front wing. Well, there kind of is, but it's not adjustable. And then I'm like, okay, well then why is the wingless? Why does the wingless have an adjustable front wing and all the others don't? Because there's no rear wing and we had to give people something to be able to adjust. I feel like so many of my issues would just be resolved if only if I could be super slow, but have my car glued to the pavement. Like we did back in the day of F1. Like all my friends would set up their cars for speed and all that stuff. And I'd set it up for grip. And they would pull away from me in the straight. But in the corners, if they were trying to follow me, they would lose traction and spin out. I think I'm not using enough battery. What's the battery at here? Okay, let's bring it up 2 notches. Ooh, lost it. Okay, well this car definitely needs something. Not sure it's the rear wing. Maybe Packers? Okay, let's try that. Let's try to make this Ferrari as safe as possible. Hard to tell though. When my brakes lock up, sometimes I can definitely say it's my rears. But sometimes I just don't know if it's the fronts that are locking up or the rears. Kind of feel like it's the fronts. It's hard for me to actually... Oh. car's not turning at all now. Man, I can't wait another 2 weeks for the KS wheel, the KS Pro. I want it to be in stock now. Yeah, I need to stiffen that rear arm. Wow, man. AI has stupid pit exit physics. GT just decides to go into the racing line, cut off a hypercar, and the hypercar doesn't see it coming, so he doesn't even slow down. Ah, man, these guys are rookies. Oh yeah, the car is turning nice now. I don't know what to do about the brakes though. I'm locking up a lot here on this track. Should I put it more to the front? Let's put 3 ticks to the front and see if I'm still locking up. If I'm locking up even more, it means I need to transfer to the rear. Well, maybe 3 ticks was a bit too much. Maybe it was just right. I don't know. Yeah, so maybe it was the rear that was locking up. You know what? I'm actually thinking that it's both the front and the rear that's locking up. I think the changes in elevation are causing the car to be extremely light. Like, you're not necessarily getting ground effect, but the car's too light. It's not locking up enough to flat spot or anything, but it's like 2 or 3 wheels are locking up, which is great, but weird. I'm not used to this. Not at almost 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 corners per lap. I don't think I want to reduce the pressure either. I think I'm actually stopping faster. It's just unnerving because every time they lock up, I kind of feel it in my pedals. Oh. Yeah, I'm locking up way too much. Ooh, okay. That was on the rear. Okay, so car setup. Bring it to the front a bit. Let's bring the TC down a bit. and save it. Okay, that's where I'm gonna call it quits. I started early anyways. I started at 7:30 to get some practice in. So I think now is a good time to stop the stream, folks. So, hopefully it was an entertaining one for all of my 2 viewers this evening. Too bad, so sad. Catch yous in the next one.